It's now time to bring a feature on the show. Today we are focusing on Nigeria's rating as the best economy in Africa based on its performance of its GDP. Now, the International Monetary Fund disclosed this in its 2020 World Economic Outlook. Now, the economy of sub-Saharan Africa is expected to expand by 3.1% this year after a contraction of more than 3% recorded in the year 2020. Now, the trend in Nigeria's main macroeconomic indicators suggest that the country has a limited growth trajectory if you take a look at the population, unemployment as well as inflation rates growing at faster rates. Against the backdrop of the COVID-19 now, what pattern of growth do you see in the first 2 quarters of this year? How robust would you say we need to have in terms of investment? And at the end of the day, looking at our refining capacity as well, doing a vis-a-vis comparative analysis with how much of a demand we have both locally and then on the global front. Before we even talk about how much of financial losses airlines are going to accrue at this point in time, let's also look at those who are caught in between the web at this point in time. For so many people, they just had quick trips in and out of certain countries, yes. And now there's just an immediate lockdown, and you're also stuck again. A whole lot of monies unplanned for, budgets unprepared for, yes, had to be created. Yes. Talk about how we're starting off the week. We seem to be upbeat at this point in time. The bulls are taking the day, but do you think we can really sustain this, and what market fundamentals do we see playing out today? From Japanese auto firm Honda is showcasing an advanced concept known as augmented driving. The almost cartoon-looking open-top designer of the car certainly grabs attention, while its interior features is also noteworthy. Business Minister Alok Sharma also says businesses must act now to ensure that they are ready for the UK's new start come January 2021. Presentations later kicked off with keen focus on the current economic situation, choices and options for President Muhammadu Buhari from now till 2023. This is the opening ceremony of the USA Trade Fair 2019. It is a trade and investment expo which is hosting many businesses, especially within Nigeria and America, within the fields of aviation, ICT, agriculture.
This report, David Alabi, analyzes what short and medium-term measures both government and private sector ought to explore as analysts speculate on what happens next if the pandemic lasts longer than expected in Nigeria.
The coronavirus pandemic still ravages on, and no economy is spared the impact. It is very likely that this year the global economy will experience its worst recession since the Great Depression. The tools for economic recovery available to governments during this global economic meltdown are national, not international. So for the Nigerian government, it's time to think and act beyond the conventional policy measures. David Alabi, TVC News, Lagos.